Uh, Wednesday stream, so back to Space Engineers. Jump straight in. Oh, I do need to quickly do that so you don't get double audio. Okay. Oh. Right, so back to the rover with a couple. Bit laggy. Back to the rover. So recap of what I've been doing, what I've got up to. So got the base done. I have all the cargo set up, O2 set up, batteries, basic production. So essentially, now we're just going to be doing, I need the exterior, or at least the interior to leading to exterior. So I need to start thinking about how I want this to look. I'm actually not sure. I mean, do we have any? No internal things. I'm distracting the background quickly. Okay. Alright. Potentially door up through there. I was lucky I did that because that's the reactor that needs finishing. What is it I needed for the reactor? Oh, there's another reactor there as well. There's two reactors not built. What do they need? What do they need? Reactor components. Reactor components. Let's have a quick look. Why I'm not producing reactors. Production. Metal. On that, so production. Go to assembler. Iron. Have I really run out of iron? No, but that's fine. Gravel? Gravel I've run out of. So I've run out of gravel. Like reactor components. Oh, right. Yeah, these batteries are needed because those batteries won't recharge. So 10 of those batteries. Interesting. Look. Here, isn't it? Alright, so do I want hydro tanks? Or do I just want to run the engines if I've got to use engines as is? And do I want to build in thrusters into the mix? Ooh. So I've got to come up with cockpit, and then I want some sort of living space. What do I actually need? Docking port for that. Weapons. Probably get a some sort of aerial maybe. Beacon or aerial? Aerial would be better if I want to do remote stuff. If I design it into it, that would be better. Let's stick. Because we have got now compact one. Which if I have the right corridor blocks. Okay. I think what I need to do is lay out a shape. Maybe I'll do it that way. Start working out from here where to go next. Maybe that's... Okay, why am I coming all the way over it? My food situation. 71. Eat all of those. And then we want steel. Only 12 steel plates. And we made interior plates, so that's good. Let's see if... Yeah, got enough iron. 12,000. We've got interior plates and steel plates, which is all we really need. Let's grab all of those. Bouncing around like crazy. Oop. So we've got 2 there. Kind of want to... I don't really want it too far forward. But I think we can go 1 forward. So this is just going to be laying this out, although I've probably got... no. Got interior plate on. Swap out scaffold. Oh, where it is. There it is. Go up with a 2. Probably that. I'd be better off. No, that works. Yeah, that's okay. And then floor. Yeah, maybe that'll work. Go up like that. No window. Roof. So it'll actually be and then that. And then we have that come out one. Oops.
Energy low.
I made a mistake there. So that one. Go up like that. Go up like that. And then solid. Yeah, we'll do that, and then yeah, let's do that. And then probably kind of flat's probably better. Because we have like steps down into there. Or maybe have a catwalk. Yeah, a catwalk might look quite good. Energy. Going for that. Did I put a scene on it? I did that. Okay, so if I half stopped after mid-sentence. Oops. Oh, it's not my jetpack. TT. TT. One of those. Alright. Yeah, so roll a bit and then we want solid block. And then maybe what, go up one? Yeah, that was it. Nice. Maybe go up one like this. Oh, go up one like this. That one like that. Come out from there. Okay. So that kind of gives an idea of how tall I'm. Widths. Probably want the body to come up. Don't want it too wide. But I kind of think it needs to be one block wider than that. Which I think will put it, where did I put it? Over the top of over the top of this wheel here. Which means the wheels are still proud. Could try and do some cool like arches maybe. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Do I want it to be all that wide? Work it out, see if I come out. Do it from this point. So come out from there. Like that. Do that twice. We're in line. And then that one maybe, is it that one? Finding shapes sometimes is my strong suit. Could be 8. That one. I think that's. They're not having that. Along here. That can't be there. But that one needs to be able to go up to that block. To get a good range. See, that's already over the top of the wheels. Interesting. That's deceptive when you look at it from certain angles. But yeah, so if we go for something like that, don't know how to do. Think about these windows. So this is going to be. This needs enough room for the suspension to raise. So we just the kind of simple style. Keep it simple. Out like that. Don't want that way around there. Not too far. And then yeah, we can go. And this will probably where we'll probably step out from there. But actually do that. Got a hard edge at the moment. Come out to here. But then do I want to keep with the... I want to do the... ouch. Could go half block out. Kind of stick with 4 blocks. Just take it out as if it's... Worry about that a little bit. Start. I don't want to do it. Sorry. I don't want to connect it in more than one place, so I need to connect it in more than one place because if I don't connect it in more than one place, if I want to change that to a window, which I do want to do, I need to I need to So yeah, I don't want to start welding up just yet. Kind of feel like I'll be better off working out this corner. Maybe just have it like that. What I want to do quickly, batch it in here like that, and then grab some girders. I haven't got any girders. 5, that might be enough. Proof of concept. I should be able to get rid of these now, and then we need windows. There's normal glass. Way too far for that. Yeah, so that's what we're going to do there. We'll just have one there, one there. It's this bit I've got to work out how to achieve. Could do that. Keep it square. What option? 2 minutes. That work. Need more girders. Oh, then I could actually put a that triangle maybe. Get some more girders. Not very talkative tonight. Yeah. Girders. Maybe these debris on. Oh, not on that. 100. That'll just give me enough for if anything, if I want to do anything. Grab the girders. I sort of want to sort this, work out this part. I don't want to go one further out, thinking about it. So keep this nice and regular. And then we're going to probably want that. And then, ooh. That, and then that. Oh, that's gone one too far. So it's just going to be that. Make that look okay. Just wondering, do I want like solar panels? Because I probably am going to want some passive generation. Do I want some on the front? Maybe because I want to make sure I've got enough base for it. How big is a wind solar panel? 2 by. Oops. Yeah, so if I would want to put that in, I could put that in. Yeah, okay. It actually fits quite nicely. So yeah, that'll fit in there. I think what I'm going to do is keep it regular for now. I don't want that. I don't want it to be just. Kind of prefer this to finish slightly differently. Maybe that. Wonder if I can get the right shape for that. I don't actually know if I can. Arm slope trans. That's to do. Oh no, that is that one. Which one? No, that one. That one. That one is going to be that one. Because I might have the right shape in here. Try and work out which rotation angle we need on some buttons. It's sort of an inverted version of that. Yes, there is. Didn't think that was. Oh, that's actually quite a nice angle. Gives it a bit of interest, and then we can come along, and then we come along here, all the way along with that, and then
Fuel low.
the sides change width.
Fuel critical.
The sides change width at a slightly different time than the top. That's all I want it to sort of expand at the same space. Probably not. On the go. Some food. Get my food. Yeah. So I can work out how else I want to change it. So yeah, it's going to want to come. I mean, the transition is here. And we've got 2 transitions to think about. We've got an up and an out. So we're going to think about the out first. I think. Going to want none of the above. In this one? This. That might be right. It's the wrong plane. Point. To be that. Then that, because then I should be able to put on that. Okay, so that will give us the top part of that. Obviously, I don't want... I could just have... Yeah, let's just have this for now. Yeah, left a hole. We'll have to fill with a block, but I don't think that's necessarily a bad thing. Might look nice. Let's do that. And then... that. And then here. Oh, that looks quite nice. Top is connected to the windows. And then, yeah, on here, we will have... Nice. And then how to work. How do I want this to work? Because that will give me this. So it's flat along there. So this has to transition to an interior wall. Somehow. To sort of do... Now let's give it simpler. Do that and then... solid arm along here. That's fine, that's fine. Like that. So what I'll do is I'll decorate afterwards. Work out what I want to do afterwards. The space and how to connect things. I think that's going to look alright. Out how the wheel wells are going to work. Yeah, I think this is going to look alright. Don't have food processing on this yet. I need to make sure I've got that. I can disconnect this now, I think. It's connected to... This is base, right? Yeah. Okay. So I think what I'm going to do is I'll print off a load of steel plates. 2k. We'll take 13,000 iron. I currently have 10,000, 16,000, 16,000, give or take. Douglas. There we go. Got him. Let's find the other one. Okay. What's going on my wind? Oh, it's slowing down, that's why. Let's have a look at the batteries. They're all on recharge. So, run. It's still making noise. Surely the batteries are pushing out. Also, 900 kilowatt hours. Max output. Current output 0. Not sure I understand what's going on here. Kind of confused. I'm quite confused. Not quite there because I was concentrating on trying to work out what's going on. Let me get. Well, let's just start pulling these steel plates out. And I'll start welding these up. It's going to take a while. It's really relatively short work of it. I'm only going to be waiting for it to produce enough plates for all this. Pretty sure I haven't produced enough plates, so I might need to go and get. I might need to go and get. I might need to go and get more iron at some point. So I'm generally not very good at building hull designs, so I'm trying it a slightly different way than I normally do. And I'm hoping this is going to be kind of what I was looking at. Bigger inventory would be nice. Pretty sure I've nearly used it out. Jeepers. I'll have to go and get some more iron.
Energy low.
We'll have to go and get more iron with the crazy mining ship. And then I can work out, so once I've built all this, still gonna, once I've built all this, start thinking about solar panels, get the other side mirrored, and then do internal space. I'll sort of get an idea of what this side looks like. I think I'll do the inner. I think I'll do the outer edge in black. I think that would look the nicest. Oop. Yeah, I don't often, especially in survival, make complete. Complete exteriors. Ships. Right. As I go, often.
Energy critical.
I often end up with. Half-built shells and things like that. Are they full speed again? Alright, if they're full speed again, I will put the batteries back on auto. Do it like that. I will do it from there rather than there. Oops. Ooh. Alright, what do I do? Yeah, no, I have batteries. Check the wind turbines. Wind turbine is picking up. They are getting faster. Might not be. Let's put the batteries back on charge. Hopefully that doesn't destroy. Hopefully that doesn't destroy the words. The batteries on that grid. Although they kind of already are. Yeah, I'm struggling with words. Right, okay, so go for this line next. Slowly weld all this up. Da -da -da -da. Weld all that up. Ooh, down here. I think it's that was. Yep. I'll do this one. And then yeah, I've got to work out how I want sort of some of this underside to look. Oops. Definitely need to go. Or a nice paste. to eat. Because originally the reason why I put this was trying to think. I just thought to myself, why did I put this line here? And it's because that is. Is that the lowest it's gonna go? Surely not. Yeah, surely it's not gonna go any that low. It's kind of want. I mean, the middle being that low, that's fine, but do I want the sides to go lower? And do I want. Oh, a wheel arch would look quite good. I think if I could work out how to do a wheel arch, that would be cool. That would be cool. Maybe even an exterior walkway. That might be cool. I wonder if that would work. Gotta somehow hide a lot of the stuff on the inside. I have to work out how I want to hide that. So don't really want things visible. But I should be okay doing. Yeah, so where am I? If I come along with that, maybe. I think that'll be okay. Or do I want to try? Let's try doing. Because. Yeah, no, that would work. That one. Yep, that works. That hides all the internals. Keeps my wheelbase high. So don't want it further than this. Or maybe slightly. One further. Benefit having the wheels farther out would be. I'd be narrower, so it'd be easier to get in and out of places. So that is a benefit. Which, yeah, ultimately this is having the same treatment. Is one further. Oh, struggling to find that. This is further forward. Wait, what? Oh, right, yeah. So I can't do what I would want to do on the other side. Hmm. Actually, that's got to go like that. That's got to go like that. Which means that would actually be there. So maybe we just make this one solid. Maybe we just make that one solid. Then that covers that one. Do that for now. It's tempting to maybe do the same with the front then. Maybe. The downside with that chassis design is on a roleplay level. Kind of in the way, that's not great positioning. Okay. Okay. Theoretically, because of this, I'll need to make sure that stays up like that. And then something like that. And then maybe problem problem with half blocks here is if I want a hatch in. It would need to go up, wouldn't it? I'll look at it in a sec. Because do that. do. Leather wheels meet. Okay. So 1, 2, then slopes. That's the wrong block. Da, 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 da. Like that. Like that. Then maybe just finish it there.
Fuel low.
Oh, fuel. Uh-oh. Ouch.
Fuel critical.
Luckily. Oh. Doggy, doggy, doggy. There we go, got onto it. That's why I put the stairs there. Yeah. Oh, it's bright. Actually, it's all. Oops, no, that's not what I was trying to do. Couple bottles. Fill up my energy. Back in. Sure. Okay. Oh, there's some food while I'm here. Okay, let's check production. Okay, so kind of knew it was gonna run out of iron, so I have to go and get some more iron out. Did kind of want to hold off. Hold off from mining, but I don't think I'm going to be able to because I just don't see the. I don't see any bases. They're just not popping up for me. Which is kind of annoying. I'm going to come up with a colour scheme. Oh, we're running out of steel now, don't we? We actually only have 30 left. Okay. I actually only have enough to do that one. I can work out how to make that look nice afterwards. Not sure about this at the moment. But yeah, I think that will work. Nice to be able to see it fully. My batteries doing. How are the batteries in the Warthog? Warthog batteries are fully charged. Problem with that turret on top. Oh, it's just the base big silly. FE, where is my... out this a bit more. Bash in. See how we did. That's got loads of space. An event controller would be quite good for when you're full inventory. I don't think I set one up. I thought about it at one point. So we're going to get this iron. Once we get this iron, we will start working with work back on the ship, on the rover. Putting down a bit too much. Talking brain isn't there this week. On the quiet side. Fully aware. See how we're doing now. I've got 2k in my cockpit now. 600 in that drill. So let's get. But essentially, I'm full. Oh. Heavy, that's for sure. Definitely heavy. So let's turn that off. Fly in. Completely drop in. Right, coming to and I do like flying these without the without reverse thrusters. Nice feel to it. Oh, look. We can't look. Why can't we look? Okay, that's weird. Okay, so that's docked with that. That means my refinery is going to start doing its thing. This should pull in as well. I should be churning through it quite quick. That should make quite a lot of. That should make quite a lot. So the steel should be making again. It is slowly, but it is. Right, so I'll do. While I'm waiting for that. Do I have any bulletproof glass? more girders. Let's see if I can build these. Just so I can get the idea. Got enough bulletproof glass. Got enough bulletproof glass for one. It's fine. There's not enough bulletproof glass for all of those. Which I kind of figured. Yeah. So this is giving me constraints that I can see. I mean, those don't need to be there. Anything not welded, essentially, I know I can get rid of. I mean, all this might change. All this probably is going to change. I think I can even get rid of that one now. Not going to want a bedroom near that. I don't think I'm going to get away from it. But I'm a fair decent size here. That's the thing, I haven't worked out how the back's going to work yet. Because I might try and afford 2 landing pads. But yeah, I'm going to want food area. I'm going to want... I might as well put sleeping quarters on there, because why not? Make it look a little bit nicer. Living quarters. I want food area. I want maybe medical. Do I want to build this? This is a funny, interesting one. Do I want to build this with grow plots in mind? Where I can start growing things. Because if this is going to be essentially part of the ship, or a big chunk of the ship that's going to... Which actually makes me wonder if that's not a good idea. Having those, now I'm thinking back to this being tucked into part of a ship. I can design around that. I kind of want this to be a permanent crawler, actually. So yeah, I think I'll keep it like this, and I'll keep it as a permanent crawler. I'll have to work out on the other side. I'm going to have to work out how to have some way of getting on without jetpack, because when I get in and out, I'm going to want an easy way to get in and out. I like doing things without jetpack. Really? Wait. Yeah, working the other way around. Yeah, that's better. For some reason I have that set the wrong way around. We've been making way faster, but that means we've refined it all. 25k just in there, which is nice. But yeah, because on planets, yeah, your planets you're going to want. Yeah, 'cause on planets you're going to want. I'm going to always want to make sure that I've got. I'm now thinking about the big picture again. Easy to forget about. We need to redo that. Work out how that's going to sit nice. Yeah, that's going to sit nice. Those on. It's good. This. Although I might change that. I'm going to keep it for now. Let's see what they look like. Different area. Yeah, still haven't quite worked out how I'm going to do a landing pad because I want 2 landing pads on the rear. That's attached. Get rid of it. Yeah, so work out how the back's going to finish. I'll get the easy, simple part of it at the beginning. What's that going? Maybe. Maybe. Just to see what it'll look like when it's. Because it does have to be high, that's the thing with this type of suspension. And yeah, I mean, everything, all the ports are going to be on these levels, so that actually works out nicely from the height of that lot. Let's work out how the back's going to finish. I mean, essentially, we're just going to go. We're definitely going to want to go slabs up to there, at least for now. And essentially, the true back. It's in the same place. I mean, the true back is going to be angled up. Maybe we have the landing pad. We sort of go like this. So that's in line with the back. That's where the back wants to be. Something like that. It's going to need to be deeper than that. Actually, can it be 2? Because that is over the top of that, and that this is actually going to be the true back. Hello, welcome to the chat. How are you? I'm doing alright. I'm doing alright, thank you. Yourself? Playing a bit of Space Engineers, building a large grid rover. Because it's good fun. What am I doing? Got enough plates. So, weld this up. There's all welded up. Yeah, as I said, doing alright, doing alright. Enjoying playing a bit of Space Engineers. On a lovely Wednesday evening where the world goes mad around me. Oh. Sneeze in a minute. Try and catch my mute. Oh, sneezed. Saved everyone. How's the session going? Session going good. Rather slow, but that's what happens when you build. When you're building a large grid anything. But yeah, doing good. This is episode 7. So I've done, I don't know, I think I worked out 60 hours now. So I started January. And newish. I mean, yeah, new, I guess, and it's still new. Newish. So, right, where was I? Yeah, how to connect these two parts. Because how many blocks does this sit on? This sits on. So really, ideally, I'm going to want 4 or 5. Well, the games. Terraria is the other game I play. Mostly just that on stream, not and in real life actually. Outside of stream, I've just been playing those because that's what I'm playing at the moment. Otherwise, I do play a lot of occasionally roguelikes. I do also play RPGs and just about any game that isn't PvP. Not a big PvP fan. 1, 2, 3. So if I want it 5, that means it's going to have to land here.
Inventory
which
full.
Poses an issue. Definitely poses an issue. That very much limits how much space I've got. Because the wall.
Inventory full.
Add bags. Because the wall will end up being in here. Let's just load those out so I can pick it up. The wall will have to be here, which means there'll be a door here, which means this will have to be a flat wall. I could try and finish that as a beam. Maybe. Then I'll have a ship essentially here. 2, 3. Yeah, so a ship can park here. Right, where am I going? 1, 2, 3. Yeah, so then it would come down from here. Do what I'm thinking? Not the way I'm thinking of it, no. How does that work? Does that work? Brain can't work it out because that would have to go next to it. It's not good there. That gonna meet up? That might not meet up. Although no, that would actually look nicer. That would look nicer. So we would come off of that point. Yeah, you can do it. I was just going completely crazy. That just fit. And I am going crazy, that doesn't work. Yeah, I need in. Do that. I don't know that angle. Because do you even have that block? Because yeah, I'll have to do that. And none of that works, so that's not too bad. Just have it as a thick pylon. So what do I think to that? We just cut that out up to the wall. And somehow finish it into the wall. We do that. How's that look? Yeah, I'm not a massive fan of it. Not a massive fan of it, not gonna lie. I have to figure this bit out. I don't know how that's going. This is all going to be armor plate. Up to there. Fiddle this away. So I might change this. Is there any reason I haven't made them yet? Is the only reason that I haven't done it. I've done obviously some of it. I've done enough for what I want to do. Not like it's a hobby. Like upgrade your channel, yes. Unlikely to something like that. To be honest. The logo banner, the logo is bespoke. In fact, everything is bespoke. Everything is made bespokely, barring of a small minority of things. So you're saying that it's like, yeah, you haven't even really looked, have you? Mm. Right, get this finished up. And I can start seeing what I need to do next. I still need to mirror it. Maybe I'll mirror this entire bit first, or do I decorate this side first and work it out?
Energy low.
Energy low. Oh, that was silly. Uh, yeah, so that is. Let's go. Let's work out what I need to do next. Batteries, you're doing good now. Love enough. Nah, sorry, man. Not interested. Don't get a stream without someone trying to sell me something. It's not a stream. Through the guise of, I'm just trying to handle it. Okay. Do I paint the difference now so I can start seeing the separations? So basic paint setup. That, like that, that, like that. Brush mod wouldn't go, would go, it wouldn't go amiss. So that's all that. Now weldless. I wonder what weldless armor would look like. No, I don't know. That's my battered armor. Might try and change things up a little bit on the paint scheme. I generally only ever use battered. I might have to play with some others. Yeah, so that'll be the separate part. That's an interesting. Yeah, well, I think of that red. Then I can like put some banding on it, maybe. This whole top section, and then yeah, this will be a different colour, I think, as well. So what would be good with this colour scheme? A muted grey. Yeah, make it grey. Okay. Maybe what I think to that. Oh, actually, let's try dark black. Or darker black. The top is the lighter black. I wonder what it would look like. That looks the same colour, doesn't it? Nomad? It's basically the same. Basically the same. Alright, so maybe not black then. Green maybe? That might work. Yeah, that might work. Yeah, green works. Yeah, I quite like that. Green, I think, works on the wheel arch style side of things. Don't know what I'll texture that, but yeah, it's not really red. Underside will probably what I'm thinking is we go darkest black and then green. That's what I want to do. Have a look. So, gonna attack my dogs again. Um, and if we have bring the red back. And then maybe a muddy up or something. Dusky up. Not a fan of that. Does look like there's mud sprayed up in there. Does it look like in dark green? Let's go and get oxygen in a minute. Yeah, I'm not sure on that. Not sure on that. Food while I'm here. Food processor. Let's do. Kill those dogs in a minute. What gem have I got? Plenty. Those up. Bit of energy, and then I will crack on. Just want to think in the sort of colour scheme now. Not that it's important, but it helps sort of. I think it's going to help me dictate how things, where next parts are going to go. That's what I'm thinking. Plus, it's nice to just paint for a bit. Full energy. Food. Kill those balls. Where's one? That was it. Oh, just one. Work out how this is all going to fit together. Ooh. And the benefit is I can put platforms on here and pipes underneath. Good. I'll think about that later. Yes, please. If you can try and sell me stuff, you might as well. At least you could do is subscribe, follow me. You know, persistence is key. Would have been nicer if that wasn't so thick, but I need it thick, isn't it? I can't really put it over. Over. Right, so landing pad here, doorway, come through. I have these as corridors. Coming up to the bridge here, which now I can sort of see where I would want it. So if I do door here, like that. Oh, man, battered. Door here like that. Okay. Is that in a good place? Let's see. I was kind of hoping to have it slightly further back than that actually. Door there. Door there, back wall there, raised platform, so let's work out the raised platform. She'll come in there. Do I want an upside down platform? Yeah, because I don't really. Do I want anything up the top? I just kind of want stairs. Just kind of want stairs, really. Let's have a look. I can always replace these blocks later, is my thought process. So you're going to come in, and come in, it's going to be a gantry leading out to a... So yeah, I'm going to want let's do this one. Catwalks. Catwalk. So I'm going to want catwalks So you know what? Oh god, what do I need? Construction components. I should have loads of those. Inventory. Construction. Yeah, I say loads of those. I've got 20. It's enough to lay it out. So yeah, that would go like that. Great cattle that way. And then, ironically, where would I want the bridge? Here. Yeah, so I'm going to want it here. It's going to have to go that way up. Right? Da 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 da! So if it goes that way up, that can have stuff underneath. So on this one, because you're going to need. That's the question. Do I have it like that? Do I have it like that? Either side of it. And have small singles. It's not a bad idea. But as we know, if we're on any form of angle, it's going to be difficult to use, but then it doesn't really matter. Yeah. And then what we'll do is... do I want anything under there? Possibly. That's the thing, isn't it? So there, I might actually want... Can't put it in right now because I'm using that. We find... oh, I'm going to do this differently. Do that like that. And then that one for now. Put in, oh yeah, turrets. Weird hotbar, this one. Strange hotbar. I want railings, that's what I want. Just there. Because then we go for half railing left and put that in like that. And then, yeah, and then because this one is this way up, we can do that. So that gives us anything here. I could change these to consoles. Might look quite nice. Maybe some inset lights up here. Because that's the cool thing is we get some of those new blocks to play with. Now this is the other way up, which means what I can do here is gonna need. I want a control seat. Old school control seat. Or do I want something a bit more? I want a helm. I don't think that will work. Ooh. Could use the new suspended. I could have that a bit further off. Oh, suspended might be cool. I've not used that yet. So what's the difference? Oh, one got a screen and one hasn't. I'm going to make it to figure out which one's best. Let's stick this down and see what it does. I've not used this yet. It's one of the new blocks. It might be pretty cool. Come in here, and it's going to be. Let's put that one. You come in. Can't really. That's quite cool. That's quite cool. Yeah, okay. I think that works. I think that works. And then, essentially I'll have another one coming off the other side. And I don't, that's a question, can I see the bottom of the window without hitting the, yeah I can. See that's the cool thing. So I'll be able to watch out of there and drive out of there. I can't really look up with this sort of cockpit design. That's the only downside of this cockpit design is you can't look up. You can see down quite easily, but you can't look up. And the way, I just don't think there's a good way that looks nice to fix that. Because otherwise the problem you end up with is an odd corner piece. Which I could try. I just always get worried that it's going to end up looking bubble windowed at the front, and I do like a good sun visor. I think sun visors look good in cockpit designs. I don't want it to feel bubble window. No, I'm going to stick with it. I think it looks okay. I think it will look worse if I bubble window it. Okay, I can't see it up. Maybe I can fix that another way. Don't think there is a way to fix that. So I'm just thinking along the line of this, maybe put windows here, this side of the sun visor, but then it would look silly on the outside. I mean, we could just do it with camera. Just make sure we've got a camera up there. I think what I will do is probably put a proper. I might even design in a gimbal, like a not a gimbal, like a turret camera, just a camera for the turret. Although if I'm going to have turrets on top, I suppose it doesn't matter. I just have turrets. Because I was just thinking I could put a turret, or I could put a camera on like a piston. Which could look quite cool. And then, because then it could like sit flush in the hull, but then go sort of, 10 meters up. But then, let's face it, I can always go third person, so I like the idea of designing with things in mind. Those need to be red. Those that's annoying. That underside is that block there. So I'll have to think about how that's going to work. Yeah, I think that's going to be cool. And then I can have like turret control maybe under this. Turret control there. I can have. Yeah, I can have something there. I can have something underneath all of these, which I think will look nice. Build it out. I don't want to put too much under there because otherwise it's pointless having a catwalk. I like the idea of catwalks. But then I could get rid of some of these if necessary. Yeah, okay. That's that. This needs a programmable block, definitely. Let's put that in now so I don't forget. Go. Gonna want a projector as well. Definitely something that I'm gonna want. I'm gonna want several turret controllers. So those can go up on those. That might actually be quite a good place to put them. Turret controllers do need to go up there. And then timer blocks for event controllers, probably keep that for the moment. I do need to get rid of those. Let's get rid of the hydrogen for now. Gonna want still thinking of basic stuff. Gyroscope, probably gonna want, I don't know, 2, 3 maybe. This is, I'm going to want to put a lot of that stuff in. Actual, like, must-haves. So I must have a programmable block on this block. And do I want the old school one? What have we got? We got the old school one or the automation one? What would it look like with it like that? Problem with that, might want to go either side and then have a turret controller in the middle. Have 3 turret controllers. That how much I'm going to want? 3 turrets? At the moment I'm sort of thinking 2 might be enough. Normally I only generally have 2, one at the top, one at the bottom. That is a good point. If I've got one at the bottom, one at the... Yeah, I've just thought... Not weak. I'm attached to the... Attached? Yeah, I've just thought of a downside with that hanging one. As much as it looks cool, it's connected to that. The roof gets damaged by incoming air, then that causes an issue. However, ironically, roughly there where I'd want a turret, wouldn't it? Probably having one further back, but I would want it in the middle. And the bottom turret would be a small... What would it be? Small Gatling. Because if you're sort of here, you're not going to be able to shoot over the top. You're going to be here. You're not going to shoot over the top, you'll have a good range of the sky. And then up here, you do like a large caliber. A large caliber up here. Maybe like twin battle can or something. I don't know. Play with that, but yeah, I'm gonna want. Yeah, that's an issue. Because to have it there, will I disconnect anything? Couldn't do. So if I want a rotor there, so I might have to change how this sits. So I want a rotor there, and then a hinge on top. Which means I can't have that or that. I'll have to change the way this connects. Because I'm going to need so if we do armoured, probably armoured straight actually. You're going to want to get down to there. So that will go there and then there. And then we'll disconnect that. And then do yeah. No, what? Yeah, going crazy. Corner piece. That's not going to matter on this one. And a straight one. Like that. So yeah, once I've got this belt, so that'll look nice. Changes where the door layout is going to be. But I don't think that's actually a problem. I'll see how it looks. I'll see how it looks when I'm. We'll see how it looks when I'm finished. Because I might change that. And I might do so let's have a look. So it's got to be upside down, right? Here. So that probably is still going to be like that. But then maybe now we want. Well, I can't. Oh, because there's a railing. Because the railing is in the way, I can't put this here either. How do I get this away? Because that's what you'd want to use. But the problem is this railing is taking up this block. Damn, Keen, why can't we have composite blocks? Problem is the ones that have actually got a side open with the right side hole. are blocked on the side. Because that would work. Right, let's get rid of these then. And let's see. Take that. And that. And what would you do with this corner? Nothing. That's where we would go over to. Halfway right. That's where we'd go over to those. Center. Straight. I need a construction component for that. Right, let's get the rest of this. Oops. Get this welded up. So I think this will be the nicest way to do it. And I definitely like doing it this way. I'm coming up against these problems as I'm building them. And the question is, what do I do? What do I do with accessing the bottom down here? Could have it asymmetrical. In which case, you could have I could have the door there. And the wall here. So you walk here and then that would become that, and then we would put in a... Oh, where's the stair set? 5. And then we put a stair set in here. Coming like that. What would the door look like? I think I need to build all this to see what it looks like, I think. Let's get some more construction components built. Let's have a look. And then we're going to go over to here. 8. Now, is that going to get in the way? That's the question. A little bit. It does get in the way a little bit. Having it like that means I actually could change that, have another one there. Don't have anything underneath this block or this block. I don't think that's a problem. I actually don't think that's a problem. because I just don't know how that door's going to sit. So I think I'll either come in here like this and go and have the door here, or I'll walk like round a corner and have the door. It's the whole block, but then you come in like that. I think that's going to work. Then just have this shallower. So I think what I'll do is dump everything off. Okay, on hydrogen. Probably need some more bullets soon. Let's not build this yet. Got a planner. Okay. But what I will do is I'll build the mirror and work out where, because I haven't worked out where the door is going to be yet. So yeah, let's build the mirror. But yeah, I'll put the turrets in first. Because originally I said I was going to have a solar panel here, which I think works. That might put that on now. Query. Curious. That's amazingly heavy. Tempted to increase my backpack weight. Then again, I've come this far. Alright, so let's start from here. Because I might as well. I won't paint anything just yet. Okay. That's right, it's the center line, yeah. And we need that one. Nope, not there. Something. That one. And that goes to that. How far does it go? So we've got in, out, in, out, in, out. Down. And what is it? Just push it back. That across to here. And it's further out of that. Doesn't do very much. Building on. Here it is. Ouch. It's hollow. Okay, got that. That one's filled in. That one has that. Yeah, so that's mirrored the back. Yeah, I think that works. It kind of look like a beetle. That's a bit shallow now. Seems like it ought to be a little deeper. Yeah. Everything is covered. And it'll give me space to greeble. It's not too big. I'm worried about the weight. I'm worried a bit about the weight, but I think we should be okay. So we can fill in the top now, which is good. Know what that's going to look like now. Cannon will have to be... Cannon will have to be... I mean, cannon wants to be, really, near the back, I think. And against central, it's going to want to be like... here? How's that look? No, so that's too far forward. That is too far forward. Here is where I want it to be. Is that going to be easy enough? Yeah, that could work. That could be okay. I could just pipe down. And then we've literally right there got conveyor ports. Right behind the door. Again, the downside of that being if anything shoots from the back side, might cause an issue. Although, I wonder what it'd look like with those running along. Because that's still clear to land. It gives us a bit of thickness and it gives us an extra block. The cannon. So yeah, I think that works better. I think that works better. I think that'll look nicer. So we'll do that. That's all the back done. So let's stick the turret in now. There we go. That's going to go. Did I put the wrong turret in? I bet I did. That's going to go there. Did I put... I did. put the wrong one in.
Inventory full.
That was... okay, so... rebuild that there. Right one now. That's better. Some more food. Are we doing an energy? Doing okay on energy bottles and still we're doing alright. Reach that. Nope. Grab that. Grab that. Because then what I can do is yeah, start figuring out how this is all gonna look. So I kind of want it to be industrial-ish in this room. Might have to cover these up for the sake of airtightness. I might be okay. I might be okay. I'm not going to go for full airtightness now, but I am considering how to make sure that it's at least somewhat airtight, because so I need to fill in that hole. So I'm going to want to think about airtightness to a certain degree, because I do want this to be usable. I think I'll come down. I think I'll come down that side, because I might keep this bit open. Just for the sake of having access to the refinery, and then this would be blocked up here, which then I could do some. I'd need to put. So how would I want this to look? Well, would I want this to be? Oh, this could just because it's industrial. I could just literally have. I could have floor conveyor. A bit that way. Okay, I got distracted because I'm very good at doing that. Okay, so that's that. Well, and then yeah, I've got the idea on how I want to do the pipe work now, so I'm going to do that. So pipe work's going to be a conveyor in here. I might change this depending what it looks like when I've built pipe on top. I don't want the conveyor text. I don't want the block look. That's clear. Yeah, it does cover up with the text. Because that will look fine. So yeah. So that goes up like that. There we go, curve. Curve, yeah, I guess. curve. Yeah, I just thought about that as an issue. Because that's not going to be. Just literally just saying how I have to keep an eye on air tightness. As easy as it is to fill those two blocks in, if I leave that big gap there, it's not going to do me any favours. Plus, do I want an airlock? Because if this is travelling on alien planets and things like that, frozen waste, all that lot, you know, moon, I'm not gonna want. I'm gonna want a sealed space, definitely. And that might actually say that I might want to build in a farm, just a manual small farm. Although I do intend to have, I was intending, I haven't designed it in, so that's a good thing to think of now. I'm probably going to want 4 of those. Just where do I put them? So, and it start there. You cover the bottom of those. Stick a thing there and it not block it. Hope so. I think we can. There's the space for 2. Oh no, there's not. Let's have a look at the solar panel again. The solar panel on the other way round. And ideally, yeah, it's going to have to go there. There, I think. Bit there. Do I want? Think about those ones. They're huge. Oh, half block. Problem with it being a half block is the turret would have to be higher. Would I add a layer of gap? Could also solve the question of how to secure that. If I make all this a half block higher, I can build that into it. And essentially have half double block. Just kind of make the turrets look half decent. With half of it sticking out. Don't know. Because it would look pretty good. Would it look too bulky though? Or do I just stick with the older ones? Which just don't have that problem. Half the thickness. So putting it on top isn't going to affect the turret. Shouldn't. Doesn't answer the question of where do I put. Yeah, so I'll stick with those. I'll stick with those because they give a bit of passive power income. And then gonna want oxygen generation on it. And oxygen tanks. So that's what I need to do. I think I need to lay out the solar panels. What do they need? Oh yeah, that's fine. So if I lay that out quickly, I mean I could stop pressing it and I just build the other half of the front. Let's do that quickly. Let's do the top of it. So we got two. One, two, and then thingy. We then. Oh god, I've got to try and find that one. Let's do that in a sec. So it's going to be long. And then it's this one. So I've got to find the right one for that. Okay. So that completes. I mean that is the top, isn't it? Except for that edge there. So yeah, let's put the solar down. Because the ultimate question I need answered is that look well there. And there. Yeah, and that works because of the extra width I get.
Fuel low. Fuel critical.
Yeah. Oh. It's alright. Thought I was going to get this finished today. I am not sure I am. But I'll certainly keep going until for a while longer. Right. Other than finding that piece and the one over there, I'll worry about those later. So we're going to have that there. I need to work out how I'm going to put in O2 gens. I'm going to want. I said I wanted 4 of those and 2. I have to have 2 of those and 2 oxygen. Thinking about it. Food production, which is going to be oh, it's 5, isn't it? On here. can do those. I can do those, which might actually look better. Would they fit in a half block? Maybe, but that's see-through, aren't they? So you are going to want one armor. That's not a problem. Make it a little bit chunkier. Would mean I would have to work out that. Let's try it. I wasn't gonna, but I'm dig into this. I have to probably take out all of these blocks.
Inventory full. Inventory full.
We go with that one.
Energy low.
Does it need to attach? In that case, no, 6. I'm thinking is we do that. So it's going to be along here, and then along here, which actually might not look too bad. And then I'll find a little corner piece, like so. Plates there and there. Alright, okay. Now we get the plate. We want it there. There, and then on this one, fill those in, and then what I was thinking is one of those. So it's too wide, isn't it? It's too wide, so I'd have to go in like that. Unfortunately, it is a little bit long, but maybe finish it with that anyway. Right. Don't think I'm gonna find the corner piece that it might exist. Don't actually know. Could have one. I'm gonna be an 8. It's going to be one of the weird blocks, I think. Might exist. Oh yeah, it's just that one. It's a simple one as well. I found that difficult to think about. So what do we think about does that? Oh no, that's not too bad. Yeah, that's not too bad. Look at that. Let's refresh my hydrogen and set to 8. And go have a quick sit down. Might as well do it in a new cockpit. Yeah, because you're coming. So let's see how this goes. Time is past 9. 20 past 9. Might gobble it soon. As much as I normally do a 4-hour stream, I might only do a little bit more. I'm tired. I'm tired. I do want to keep going with this, but at the same time, right, let's start with I'm really gonna have to go and kill those walls because they're driving me nuts. Where are you? Oh my god, there's 4 of them. I wonder they were so noisy. There was 4 of them. Still haven't had, and I'm surprised. I've been sitting in this place for ages now. I've not had. Yeah, it's gonna look cool. Once it's daytime. I swear this whole stream has been nighttime. Yeah. Okay. Put some more food on while I'm thinking of it. How's my ammo doing? Refresh my hydro. Health. Okay, and then let's get this. Make 10 more for now. That's a serious amount of food. I might stop making it. Okay. So I think let's just weld up these ones. And so yeah, this essentially, I think this is mostly welded. So I have to work out how that's going to work. Got a question mark I've got with this method. So we want to build that and that. Just sit there. We're up here to access. So we'll get those on. I can actually reach the bottom of that now. I went the long way around, or I could just fly it off the side. Do 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 do. this one I can actually access from here. Wait. That's that one. And I'm gonna want a block underneath it anyway. So I'll probably put that in now so I know that is a must-have block. It's a must-have block. I kind of only want to weld up must-have blocks. Not really. Was that? Right. I probably won't keep. I might keep that red. So then I could, yeah, I'll have two of those. One there, one there. And it doesn't look too bad. I do need to just figure out how to do this bit. But the benefit of this bit...
Inventory full.
Benefit of this bit is... What happened to us? Apparently don't want to. Okay. Okay. Right. Only problem with this top is what I can't build on it. Problem with having that half top is I can't build on it. But that shouldn't matter. It's just annoying, it's going to be another practice. There we go. Get this one in. Yes, it's going to want to be there. This might actually work out for the bow. Yeah, that might actually work out for the bow anyway. Control panels. Oh, no control panels. Please. So what I want to check is the rotor that I just built. Do that one there. What I want to look at is if I lower the rotor displacement maximum. And while I built it, I'm going to call that front. And I'm going to call that one rear. Just so I can keep track of those two. What's that look like? I don't know, that looks okay. And I could add, to save a few straight extra shots. If I stick no, it's on 8. Does that check exist? Sure it does. That one up. Because I mean, I could do that. It's not quite what I was looking to do. There's a sharp one somewhere. Oh, I'm sure there's a sharp one somewhere. None of those. Yeah, it's it's kind of like that. I'm sure there is a half. Maybe I'm thinking of a different game. Uh, might be thinking of a different game. I think I'm thinking of a different game. Yes. So in that case, that one. Oh, just to give it a bit of armor. Now the funny part of what I've just done is these two turrets are now perfectly in line with each other. So I might have to do the same on this up here. I'll try and avoid it in some places. So what I need to see is are there any half blocks? Are there any interesting half blocks? 9. No, not 9. I want to put that in 9. Let's have a look. What about these? So that's a half block. That can go in there. Any half blocks in here? See, that's kind of... That's the shape I was thinking. Interior plate's not going to take much hits and not that much damage. Because obviously I could have that sunk in further, but no. Just have a look at these pipes. The pipes junction. So that looks fancy. Could do that. And is there a nice... Yeah, pipes corner, pipes end, pipes... It's going to be that. Another valve that side. To look nicer. It's not going to be functional, but it looks cool. I was supposed to be doing these greeblings afterwards, but I'm thinking of doing it while I'm designing it in. But I think this all look quite cool. It's not like armor, but I'll put... So it doesn't actually have parking lots. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah, that looks cool. So yeah, we'll go pumping into this. Or would I be better off having just pipes? I wonder if pipes might just be better actually. straight rather than pipe end. What's pipe end? Oh, it says you've got caps on it. Oh, that's quite cool. I've never used these. So I think I'm just going to use pipe straights. I think that'll actually look better. Yeah, I think that works. I think that works. Adds a bit of flavour. Yeah, so that's already picking up sun, so that works. So do I do anything with the front now? Maybe I'll leave the front as is. Leave the front as is. Oh god, these wolves! Wolves are constant. I might have to get a little gun. This thing's gonna want one anyway. Firstly, where is this wolf? It's just howling at me, wasn't it? Am I hearing wolves? Whatever. Whatever. Okay, so that's that. Yeah, how would I fix that? I'd have to do the same with this. And I want oxygen farms up here. And they've also got oxygen farms. That's not an oxygen farm, but there is it. No. The question is, can I fit on another solar panel? Well, let's see if I can fit a solar panel in first. Can fit a solar panel in. Okay. With space. So what did I say? If it goes there, it's going to go right along. That's fine. We've got a space there for the curve, and I will have it curved. So that will be. So we'll be able to have one of those there. Which means I should now be able to put this on. Okay. That can then give me some sort of idea of what extra space I've got. Because I'd like... yeah, so that's too much. And I think that's also too much. I think that's also too much. So no, I think we just have that then. It gives me 202 and 2 emergency, 2 algae farms. I don't know if I need the algae farms. Well, I do want the algae farms, but I don't know if I will have an issue. So what I might do... I've just realised that's in the wrong place. That won't work. Oh, dagnabbit. Oh man. Mine's don't know. I'd rather more so. I'm mulling up how to change this. The problem is I'd rather have more solar. It's annoying because I had quite a cool idea. I thought it might look quite cool for that bit. Don't know. Don't know. Unless I change the shape of that part. Might not look terrible. Make that part like this. Like the front. Oh, no. I don't want to do that. I know what I want to do. I want to do... should be in this one. I want to do that. And then that. And then we go dum 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 dum. And then we'll do half blocks. Like that. And then we integrate that somehow to being half a block higher across the whole body. Get to another point where I can then make it go up over, which annoyingly would then not work with this design. That was we up with that. Could change. No, can't. Yeah, so that looks okay. Right, I think I'll continue that next time. I've got a good idea. This'll look funny. So I'll have to work out how to connect these. And then yeah, I was thinking this bit. Maybe do that. Or maybe use that. In that spot there. Give it a bit of shape. I will call it in a minute. I just want to have a quick look at what this would look like next week. That way I've got an idea what I'm going to be doing next week and where I'm going with it. And a fresh look might change my mind on how it looks. Because yeah, then we go like that, and then yeah, maybe like that. Maybe that will work. How's that look? So obviously that would be black. Yeah, but the problem with that is where does the black start and finish? with that design? Good question. Oh, let's not make less red. No, keep it red. Yeah, keep it red. That'll sort of bring a bit of the internal colour. Yeah, I think that'll work. Leave it red. I just got to work out something for that corner. Maybe, maybe. Isn't there? It might be set. Never remember what's where. This must be right. That one. No. Oh, that one maybe. Yeah, that's the right one. Yeah, there we go. Like that. And doesn't matter if there's a little gap there.
Fuel low.
Oh.
Fuel critical.
Alright. It's as good as point as any, I think. So I'm going to leave it there for tonight. I'll quickly read all my stuff so I don't forget next time I start. Put those in there. I'll quickly get some. ML20, I'm looking at. No. Got any. Option. Should label this as primary. MR20 rifle. Okay. Nice. Alright, so that's. I mean, that's essentially. Yeah, coming up with the top. So we've done the front, and we've done the side, sort of. We're essentially still working on the side. Top's kind of getting there now. I'm not 100% this is how it's going to stay, but that's kind of what I'm working on now. And then I might start working a bit more. I'm not going to worry about the greebles on the side too much. I'm basically just going to match in with the top. The reason I'm doing top now mainly is because I want to design in the turrets and the farms. So oxygen there, and I don't think it's a problem. I'm not hugely concerned about I forgot what I was going to say. Not that it matters. Anyway. So I've got to raise that block up. We can do that next time. The cool thing is, benefit of doing all this is it's going to seal that hole because I'll put a thing in, and also the bridge. I had totally not even thought about the bridge. Actually, the bridge probably didn't get affected. Well, it would have done, yeah, because that actually is open to air. On that thought process, I've got to make sure that I block this off properly. To make sure this is actually fully airtight when I do it. Because, yeah, I do kind of want to aim for airtightness. There's no point not having it airtight. Does mean, do I have an airlock here? Kind of like the look of this. Having an airlock would end up Xing it here. I mean, would then Seal Deal couldn't get there, but actually that is a nice place for an oxygen tank for an internal fan here. And I could put a fan on the floor. So no, I don't want to. I only just need a single fan, so I can put one on the side. Floor is clear. That's an issue. Unless I put a T junction in, which could work. That might look quite nice. The door into a T junction into something else. No, there's to be another door. Kind of sucks that there'll be a door there. Don't know. I'll think about that next time. But airlock will want to put an airlock in. That's as far as I'm going to go tonight. It's been a fun stream. Sorry, it's not 4 hours. So my thoughts are not 100% with it today. But yeah, I think we're making progress. I'm making progress. I like the top design. I will have a look at what I think when it's on the floor. But I'm nowhere near. Well, getting close. It does kind of still look beetly. And maybe that I can lean into that. I don't know. Antenna, things like that. Still going to need a lot of stuff. But I'm going to end it there. Farewell, and I will see you next week. There is no Monday stream. It's only going to be next Wednesday. I might do something Monday anyway. I don't know. I will figure it out. Behind the sneak peek behind the scenes, I name it for next week. That way. Bye. See you next week.